lot of people be asking me about the Brick Squad GDs and what happened to them. And to be honest, I think they caught a lot of bad luck and shit. Uh, that's the set that little JoJo had claimed. That's the young homie who ended up losing his life due to gun violence, beefing with Chief Keef and Lil Durk earlier in his career. Um, I'm not sure if that's why he lost his life, but a lot of people affiliate that with him losing his life. To be honest, they caught a lot of bad luck. I'm going to tell you something about Brick Squad. I would have thought they would have got on. You get what I'm saying? I thought they would have got a rap deal because a lot of people fell in love with JoJo. But unfortunately, his enemies got on first. Chief Keef, Lil Durk. They gained relationships with a lot of record labels, a lot of promoters, club DJs and shit. So, nobody's going to fuck with JoJo when they chilling, smoking blunts with Lil Durk and Durk telling them stories about how these niggas tried to kill him and killed his cousins and shit. So that kind of X'd them out and blackballed them in the game, right? But they caught a lot of bad luck because first off, Smiles, who kind of like the inventor of the sound, him and Young Chop, he ended up dying to health complications. Lil Mister ended up getting killed. P. Rico kind of slowed down doing his music shit. JoJo ended up losing his life. So it seemed like the main players end up having bad things happen to them. The main Mr. No Lacking ended up getting killed. The guy who invented the sound, invented the music, ended up getting killed. JoJo, the guy who opened up the door and gave the lane, ended up getting killed. Smiles didn't get killed, but he died of health problems. Like I said, I don't want to start any rumors on that shit because he was a good guy. I actually had a chance to talk to him in an interview, and he told me he fathered the sound of this music shit. You know what I'm saying? He told me that he fathered this. This was his creation and shit like that. But I'm not gonna lie. Brick Squad was involved in a real street war, street war. So I think they caught a lot of bad breaks. Don't get me wrong. It was a lot of gang shit involved that kind of slowed them down. And then, none of them was able to get on. So they was beefing with niggas who was rich and they was still in those neighborhoods. Kind of remind me of FBG Duck, who was beefing with rich people, Duck was beefing with like people in the music industry just himself. That shit kind of got dangerous, and it happened to Lil Mister. It happened to JoJo. It didn't happen to Smiles, but he had complications that ended up taking him early in his life too. So that kind of wiped out the Brick Squad brand. So any new rappers trying to come up through Brick Squad, it was hard because they didn't have none of the main players in the beginning to be in the background of the videos and shit like that. We can't forget Lil Don lost his life too due to gang violence and the gunplay. So in my opinion, the beginning of these rap wars, you got to understand that shit. Just think about it. Brick Squad lost a lot of lives. O Block lost a lot of lives. 600 lost a lot of lives. 051 lost a lot of lives. And everybody around the world watched that shit like a movie. You picked who was the movie stars. You picked out who was the main characters and shit like that. You didn't realize that these were real people. These were real individuals. These weren't movie stars, man. These was regular motherfuckers in the hood. Their stories was in the newspapers and shit like that. But a lot of people on the internet watch these deaths and shit. They mock the little Marks and they mock K.I. and they mock Boss Trill and they mock T-Roy and they mock Odie and all this shit. Now, no, these are real people, man. And they wasn't stars and shit. It's just the internet has a way of opening up the door for bullies and killers and mass murderers. I always thought this internet shit was going to be dangerous, like Instagram Live and shit like that. I always thought that shit was opening up the door for a psychopath to start a horror movie, get to killing motherfuckers in real life. That's what I always thought. So shout out everybody who be watching the blogs. I appreciate everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? We going up on the subscribers. I appreciate that. Hit the like button. When you hit the like button, it make my videos grow and a lot of people be able to see them. I appreciate it. Also follow me on Instagram at We Are The Truth Tellers. I'm going to put the link on my Instagram in the comment section. Y'all just click it and go follow me on Instagram because I'll be posting shit there that I don't post here. But in my opinion, the reason Brick Squad not here no more is they caught a lot of bad breaks. Gang banging kind of caught up to those guys. They was gang banging earlier in the beginning of that music shit, and that shit seemed to catch up to a lot of their main players later on in life. So that's a testament for everybody out here watching this shit. The stuff that you do now could catch up to you later, man. Be careful. It's the homie truth. Blah.